I just asked my husband to bring me a glass of wine and he brought me this. That is a hefty pour. So get you a man who thinks a glass of wine means half the bottle. I seriously want to just apologize in advance for the lighting in this video. It's frickin' all over the place. It sucks a giant bag of dicks. I'm really sorry. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is very exciting because I'm going to haul my first ever order from Colourpop. I've actually never tried any Colourpop products before. I got one Colourpop Ultra Satin lip, I think in a BoxyCharm box, but I never put it on my lips because it was a bright purple shade and that's kind of not my style. But so many of my favorite YouTubers, including Kathleen Lights, love Colourpop, so I decided to hop onto their website and place a big order so that I can try out a bunch of their products. So very similar to my other haul and first impressions videos, I'm going to go through all the products, show them all to you, and swatch them for you, including some close-up swatches. And then I'm going to give you my first impressions of the product, testing it out on my face so you'll see how I created this eye look that I have on right now. As always, don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you leave. 2 of the products that I bought from Colourpop will be included in my 500 subscriber giveaway, and I'll show you what those are later on in this video. So let's go ahead and get into the video. If you want to see all of the products that I got from Colourpop as well as how I achieved this look, keep watching. Alright, so let's start off with eyeshadows. I ordered 4 of their pressed shadow formula that came in these little packets right here. But if you order 4 shadows from Colourpop, they also send you an empty palette like this that holds the 4 shadows in place. So these are the 4 shadows that I got. I really don't think that I'm going to keep them in here. In my opinion, this palette is way too big for just 4 shadows, and I really try to keep my makeup collection as compact as I can. So after I finish this haul, I'll likely integrate these 4 shadows into my Z palettes. So all of the pressed shadows that I got are shimmer shades because I was looking to add more shimmers to my collection. The first one I got is Let Me Explain. This reminded me a lot of MAC Nylon, so I wanted to see what this would look like as an inner corner and as a highlight shade. The second shade I got is Liar Liar, and I'm actually wearing this on my lid. It's the light pink color. The third shadow that I got is Ready or Yacht. This is a light orange shimmery shadow. It's kind of peachy colored. And then the last one I got was Time Out, and this is a deeper pink shimmery color. So I'm just gonna swatch these for you on the back of my hand right now just so that you can see. So as you can see, the shadows are very pigmented. This is just one swipe of each one. So they are very shimmery, very pigmented. I'm very happy with how these pressed shadows performed when I put them onto my eye, also when I was doing the tutorial. So the sun keeps coming out and it's totally fucking with my lighting. So I really apologize for the lighting in this video. I know it's terrible. Normally I don't film so late in the day, so the sun is actually starting to set, and it sets on this side of my house and it comes in through the window, and it's, yeah. So anyways, I'm really sorry about the lighting. Why does my hair look like fucking shit? Come on. Okay, and now moving on to their Super Shock formula. I wanted to try a mix of shimmers and mattes, and I really liked the look of this. This is the Peachy Keen quad. So I'll show you all the colors in this quad. So one thing I'll say right off the bat is one of the shades, this one, actually came broken, but the formula of this is such that I could just sort of push it back into place. So I'm gonna show them to you all together. So these are the 4 shades that came in the Peachy Keen quad. Okay, so going through them individually, this one is called Crimper, and this is an ultra glitter shade. This one is called Kennedy, and it's a matte shade. This one is Cornelious, and you'll see me use this in the tutorial later, and this is a matte shade as well. And this is the shade Bandit, and it is also matte. The formula of these shadows is honestly nothing like I've ever felt. It's so strange. Like, it's creamy but powdery. It's really weird. I'm not saying anything bad about it. I actually do like it quite a bit. So those are the 4 shades. I'm just gonna again swatch them really quickly, one at a time on my hand. So that actually turned out very well. Very impressed with the pigmentation of these Super Shock shadows. So that's Crimper, Kennedy, Cornelious, and Bandit. I like that there's 3 matte shades and a shimmer, and I do think that all 4 of these colors go really well together. So let me know if you'd like to see a tutorial on these. So in addition to the Peachy Keen quad, I also got 3 other shadows here that I was interested in trying. So that's these ones. So I will take these out and show them to you. Okay, so the first shade is Lala, and this is an ultra glitter shade. The second shade is Muse, and it's an ultra metallic shade. I'm actually wearing this all over the lid underneath that pressed shadow that I showed you earlier. And the third shade is Paradox, and I'm wearing that in the outer corner here. I actually found earlier that these metallics went on a little bit easier when I was applying with my finger. So there those 3 are right there. Super pigmented, super creamy, super nice. So I'll just do one swipe. Wowza. Those are so gorgeous. That was one swipe. So gorgeous. I love these colors so much. These are excellent. With these shadows, I'm very impressed with the pigmentation on the swatches, but I just think that this packaging is a little bit bulky. Like I bought 7 of them and now I have all of these. It's like having a whole basket full of MAC eyeshadows, and I'm not really sure how I'm gonna be able to organize these in a way that will give me access to them easily and see which color is what. So right away when I got them, I was instantly looking for a way to depot these so that I could put them into a Z palette, but it doesn't look like there's any sort of easy way to do that without completely damaging the product. If any of you out there know how to depot these Colourpop single shadows, or you have a tutorial for me, or you know where one is, please hit me up in the comments down below and let me know, because I just don't know. Like this, I don't know if this is gonna work for me. The next products I got from Colourpop I'm so excited about, and when I tried them both in the first impressions, I loved both of them. These are the Super Shock Cheek Formula in the shades Lunch Money and Flexitarian. The consistency of these is so interesting to me. Like it's such a smooth, like it's not quite powder, but it's not quite cream. I don't know, it's just like, but these are just wow. They are so gorgeous and they go on absolutely beautifully, super blinding. I feel like these would make an excellent eyeshadow as well if you were looking for something super metallic. So this shade Flexitarian looks really good like that, but also if you blend it out, it looks really, really nice. And then the bottom shade there, I'm actually wearing on the inner corner. That's Lunch Money, and I really love it as an inner corner highlight. So I'm super impressed with the 2 of these. These are probably gonna make it into my next favorites video because I love them. Okay, so moving on to lip products, I ordered 1 of each of their Ultra Glossy Lip, Ultra Satin Lip, and Ultra Matte Lip. So the Ultra Glossy Lip is in the shade Fairy Floss, and it's just a straight up nude gloss. It's very sheer. The consistency seems nice. So that's it there. Very glossy. That looks beautiful. Wow. And then the Ultra Satin Lip is in the shade Alyssa, and that's what I'm wearing on my lips right now. So that's it there. That's Alyssa. And then the 3rd shade I got was Saigon, and this is in the Ultra Matte Lip formula. Let's swatch that. Oh, that is really pretty. So that's just a really gorgeous, deep, true blue red. Ooh, that is nice. I like it. So those are the 3 lip products I got. Ultra Glossy Lip in the shade Fairy Floss, Ultra Satin Lip in the shade Alyssa, and Ultra Matte Lip in the shade Saigon. Okay, so getting on to the last 2 products I purchased. I'm very excited about these, but I am not going to swatch them for you because these are going into my 500 subscriber giveaway. So the first product that's going into the giveaway is this Ultra Glossy Lip. This is in the shade Bestie. This gloss is actually a recommendation from Kathleen Lights. I watched her favorite Colourpop products video so that I could get some good ideas for what could go into my subscriber giveaway. So this glossy lip is just a pinky nude color. I think it will look beautiful on a lot of people, so I'm excited that this is going to the giveaway. And then the second product that's going into the giveaway is this. This is the Heavy Hitter eyeshadow palette. So this palette comes with 4 shades. You open it up like this, and there they are. I thought this was a great neutral, warm palette to put into the giveaway. So the 4 shadows in here are a matte highlight shade, a champagne shimmer shade, a peachy shimmer shade, and a warm terracotta brown matte shade. So the Heavy Hitter palette will also be going into the giveaway. So I am very excited that these 2 products will be going into my 500 subscriber giveaway. If you want a chance to win that giveaway, all you have to do is hit that subscribe button before you leave today. Once I hit 500 subscribers, I'll put a video together showing all of the awesome products that are going to be in this giveaway. All right, so now that I've shown you all the products and swatched everything for you, it's time to get into the tutorial to see how these products perform on the face. All right, so let's start testing out some of these products on the face. The first thing we're going to do is go in on the eyes. So I'm just going to zoom you in. So the first color I'm going to go in with here is Let Me Explain, and I'm just going to put that all over the lid and all the way up to the brow bone. This shadow is a little more shimmery than I would like for a base color, but I think this would make a very pretty highlight shade and a very pretty inner corner shade. Okay, so now that we have that shade down as a base, the next shade I'm going to go in with is this one. This is called Cornelious, and this is part of the Peachy Keen Quad. And I think actually that Cornelious is a Kathleen Lights shade. I think her dog is named Cornelious. So just going in with a fluffy brush. And I'm just gonna start dusting that into my crease, fully covering up some of that shimmer shadow. Okay, so I went in really lightly, really lightly with only a little bit of product, and I'm actually not seeing anything go onto the eye. So I'm gonna go in a little harder. So these shadows are actually, you know, pressed pretty hard, and I'm not getting a lot of kick up at all on my brush. So it seems like you have to sort of dig in with your brush a little more because these products are pretty tightly pressed. So okay, and just sort of lightly dusting this into my crease. This is just your standard sort of warm matte brown crease color. It's really nice, actually. So yeah, I do think just, you know, this is the first Super Shock shadow that I put my brush into, and it does seem like you have to press a little bit harder to get pigment onto the brush and onto your face. Okay, so that's the first shade down. I do think that these shadows are nice. I think that they're blendable and pigmented, but you do have to press a little harder to get the pigment out of the container. So I'm hoping that the next couple shadows are a little bit more soft, but good blendability for sure. I'm pretty impressed so far, especially because these products are so affordable. Okay, so the next shade I'm gonna go in with is this one. This is called Paradox, and I'm just gonna go in with sort of a more dense brush. Okay, so already I've only dipped my brush into the product a little bit, and I'm getting quite a bit of pigment on it. So I think this shadow is a little bit softer already, so that's good. And what I'm gonna do is just sort of starting in the outer corner. Yeah. I am finding that I have to push pretty hard to get pigment onto my eye. Also, I'm not finding this shadow to be super blendable. I mean, it looks really patchy right now. So what I'm gonna do is try a different brush. So I'm gonna go back in with the Morphe M441 because it could just be the brush. Okay, so that's a little bit better. But the blendability of these matte shadows, in my opinion, isn't fantastic. I mean, it still looks okay, but I've worked with better matte formulas before. It's a little on the patchy side. Okay, so the shadows did blend together okay. It's still patchy and still not as blended and smooth as I would like. So I think that might just speak to the formula of these matte shadows a little bit. It could also be, again, like, I'm not saying that I am some super perfect makeup artist, so it could be because I put that shimmer shadow down as a base, and, you know, it's sort of not meant to be used for that, so that could be affecting things as well. So, but ultimately I am getting, you know, sort of close to the look that I want. So the next shade I'm gonna go in with is this one. This is called Muse, and it says it's an ultra metallic shadow, so I think I'm gonna go in with my finger on this one because I think I'll get a better application like that. Just putting my fingers into the shadow, it is very soft, and I'm getting a lot of pigment right off the bat. Like, that is a beautiful rose gold shade, wow. So let's try that. That is really pretty, wow. I love that. That is a really pretty shimmer shadow. I like that a lot. And definitely works with the finger application. So I love the consistency of this metallic shadow. It is really, really pretty. Okay, just going to go ahead and blend out that shimmer shadow. I'm very happy with how this shimmer shadow looks. It's really, really beautiful. It's a nice rose gold shade, and I think it looks really nice with the base shade that I put underneath it. It also covered up some of the patchiness from the matte shadow that I put on underneath it. So these two shades I think look really good together. This one is Muse and this one is Paradox. So I just went ahead and wiped off that brow bone shade that I had put down earlier. It was a little too glittery and sparkly for what I wanted with this look, and I wanted to try something different on the brow bone, so I just went ahead and wiped that off. So now to lighten up my lid a little bit, I'm going to go in with this shade right here. This is called Liar Liar, and I'm just gonna take that on a flat packing brush, and I'm just gonna brush this sort of into my inner corner, focusing this shade on the sort of first third of my eye. I am not finding these Colourpop shadows to be easily blendable. It could just be because my skin is extra dry today. I noticed that this morning when I was putting on my moisturizer, so that could be an issue as to why these shadows aren't really blending that well, even though I moisturized my face to the hills. I'm just concentrating this shadow mostly on the first half of the lid. So it's really nice the way that this shimmer shadow has turned out. So I'm just gonna go in and sort of blend that into the other colors. I'm also gonna go back in with a little bit more of that Paradox shade, deepen up the outer corner. So now for the lower lash line, I'm gonna go back in with the shade Paradox and just on an angled brush under the lower lash line. I do like that the shadow is nice and pigmented, just don't think that it blends super great. Then taking a pencil brush and a little bit of that rose gold color on the brush. Just gonna see how that works to blend it out with that. A little more maroony than I thought I was gonna go for today, but that's okay. So now to highlight the inner corner and brow bone, I'm actually gonna go in with this right here. This is the shade Lunch Money, and this is actually the Super Shock Cheek formula. So this is meant to be used as a highlight, but I'm gonna go in with it on the eyes and see how it looks in the inner corner and underneath the brow bone. Ooh. This is a very interesting formula. It's like nothing I've ever used before. That is a very nice brow bone highlight. I really like that a lot. Loving it as a brow bone highlight. Now let's try the inner corner. Yes. The actual reason why I bought this Lunch Money highlighter was not so that I could use it as a cheek highlight, but actually because I wanted to use it in the inner corner, because when I saw it swatched by a couple of other YouTubers, it reminded me a lot of MAC Nylon. That is such a nice highlight shade in the inner corner. I really like that. So using Lunch Money as an inner corner highlighter is a definite win. Okay, so I think we're done with the eyes, so I'm just gonna go pop on some lashes and I'll be right back. Okay, so I just popped on a pair of lashes. These are the Kiss lashes in the style 03. You can get them at the drugstore. I also put a little bit of the Stila Stay All Day waterproof liquid eyeliner on top, and then a little bit of pencil black liner in the waterline just to finish off the eyes. So I was very happy with how the pressed eyeshadows performed, as well as the ultra metallic shade Muse. I was a little disappointed in the matte shadows in the Super Shock formula, but I feel like they ended up blending out nicely in the end. And like I said, it might not be the shadow's fault. I did put that shimmer shadow all over my lid first, and so that might have had something to do with the blendability. And also my skin is just super dry today. Overall, I think the eye look ended up turning out really nice. Okay, so now that the eyes are done, it's time to highlight, and this is the product that I'm the most excited for. This is the Colourpop Super Shock Cheek in the shade Flexitarian. So I've actually already swatched this highlighter on my hand, and I'm a little nervous about how glittery and shiny it is. Like, it is very beaming, blinding highlight, and that's what I would expect because that's what all the reviews have said. So first I'm gonna go in with a very light fan brush instead of my usual Morphe M501 brush, because I wanna be very light-handed with this highlighter at first, just to see how it goes on. I'm gonna go in on this side of my face first because there's a window over here, so I'm already looking kind of shiny on this side. Okay, so just lightly dipping my fan brush in there. I do see some product on there. Let's see. Okay, so I can see the highlight. It's looking very nice, but I think I'm gonna want a little bit more blinding look, so I'm gonna go in with the Morphe M501 and just build up the pigment a little bit. Ooh, there we go. Oh my god, that is so gorgeous. That is blinding. Look at that. Ooh-wee. So now I'm going to take a little bit on the Cupid's bow, center of my nose, and a little on the chin. So I'm seeing that there's a little bit of a like bright spot and a shadow on my face over here. So I'm actually going to shut the blinds and see if I can't improve the lighting in here a little bit more. Okay, so I shut the blinds in the window, and that's actually a little bit better because you can see my face a little bit more evenly, and you can actually see the highlight on both sides. Wow, that is such a blinding shade. I love it so much. Very, very happy and impressed with both of the Super Shock highlighters. Okay, so now moving on to lips. So I got 3 lippies from Colourpop. So the first one is a glossy lip, and it's very nude. The second one is a matte lip, and it is bright, bright red. And I don't think that this is gonna go with my eye look, so I'm gonna skip on this one. And the third is Alyssa. I believe this is also a Colourpop Kathleen Lights collaboration. So that one I think is gonna look best with my eye look, so I'm gonna go in with this one. So as I understand it, the Ultra Satin Lip formula is a liquid lipstick, but it doesn't dry down all the way matte. Okay, so that's the Ultra Satin Lip in the shade Alyssa. Okay, so there is the finished look with the eyes, lips, and highlighter. Alright guys, that is it for my Colourpop haul and first impressions. So just to give you some final thoughts, I really liked all of the products that I purchased from Colourpop. I thought some of the matte shadows were a little difficult to work with my brushes, but of course that could be due to a number of reasons, including my incredibly dry skin right now. The seasons are changing and that's when my skin goes the most crazy. But I really love the metallic formula of the shadow, and I absolutely adored the Super Shock cheek formula in Flexitarian and Lunch Money, those highlighters that I bought. This Ultra Satin Lip is performing very well. It's not too drying on my lips, it's not too sticky, and I feel like it's holding up well and has good pigment. So overall, I'm a fan of Colourpop products, and I might just have to jump on the website again and get another order. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please make sure you give it a thumbs up before you leave. And as always guys, if you liked this video, please subscribe to my channel and leave me a comment down below on the kind of videos you want to see me do in the future. And if you didn't like this video, keep that shit to yourself. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.